Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another week of Destiny Xur Predictions. Now, last week Xur brought us a pretty solid inventory. He did bring us the Mark 44 stand-asides for the Titan, the Lucky Raspberry for the Hunter, and the Claws of Aham and Kara for the Warlocks. Now, he also sold the Patience in Time Sniper Rifle. If you didn't have that already, it's a pretty solid weapon, and you definitely did want to pick it up if you didn't have it just yet. Let's get right on into the predictions for this week, starting things out with the Hunters. So this week for the Hunters, I think we're going to be seeing the Graviton's Forthright. Now, the only reason I think he's going to be selling this is because, 2 weeks back, when they nerfed all of the subclasses, he sold the Impossible Machines, and then the week right after that, which was last week, he sold the Mark 44 stand-asides. Now, these are both two sets of gear that are meant to be used on the subclasses that both got nerfed, which is why this week, I think for the Hunters, we're going to see the Graviton Forthright. Now, that is the Night Stalker helmet, and Night Stalker did just previously get nerfed with that nerf just about 3 weeks ago, so this is the perfect time for him to sell Graviton's Forthright. The Hunter is the only character who has not gotten a piece of super gear, or gear that's really meant to be used while using a certain subclass since that update has come out. Now, next up we have the Titans. This week I think you guys are going to be getting the Insurmountable Skull Fort. Now, this really isn't the best helmet, and even if you don't have it, I almost wouldn't even bother to pick it up. The only thing that it actually does is kills with your Stormfist will immediately trigger a health regeneration, and you will respawn with full melee energy and gain a second melee charge. So, with the right subclasses and with the right build, this helmet can be good, but this isn't really something I would run all the time, or really at all, to be honest. It does help to have that respawn with full melee energy and gain that second melee charge. However, you won't really see this making too much of a difference for you in the Crucible. So before we get into the Warlocks, guys, I would like to go over the weapon prediction as well as the Trials of Osiris prediction, as I do think that the weapon and the Trials of Osiris map selected for the week are usually pretty similar to each other, and they do definitely seem to choose a weapon that is going to work best on the map that they choose. So this week, I do think he's going to bring the Mida Multi-Tool. Now, the reason I really do think he's going to bring it this week, more than any other week, is because it is actually July 4th weekend. As you guys know, July 4th will be happening on Monday, so I do think that Trials of Osiris will have some special event this weekend. We might see rotating maps, which is why I do think we'll also see the Mida Multi-Tool, as that is the best weapon to use on just about every map, and it's just a super balanced weapon that you can use in just about any situation. So I would not be surprised if we saw Mida Multi-Tool this week, or if we saw rotating maps for the Trials of Osiris, but either way, I'm super hyped for this weekend, and I definitely do want to see what they're going to do for 4th of July. So finally, with all that being said, guys, let's get right on to the Warlocks. I think you guys are going to be seeing the Starfire Protocol. Now again, I think you guys are going to be seeing this due to that nerf a couple weeks ago. A lot of people can't use Firebolts anymore, they've nerfed them, and a lot of people have been switching to the Fusion Grenade. So this chest piece will actually grant you an additional Fusion Grenade, so I would definitely not be surprised again if they brought this chest piece for the Warlock. However, I would not pick it up unless you run Fusion Grenades. It really is the only perk that it has, so if you don't run Fusion Grenades, it's not really going to be something you want. Now, finally, for all you guys have been waiting for the Legacy Engram, I do think he actually is going to bring the Heavy Legacy Engram this weekend. Now, I know this is a long shot, but for all those Year 1 veterans out there who have actually used Gjallarhorn, you can actually shoot fireworks off of this thing, and I know it's kind of like a little Easter egg. And actually, last year, I do remember there being a small event with Gjallarhorns, and at the tower, everyone just shooting fireworks off on the 4th of July. So I almost wouldn't be surprised if they brought that Legacy Engram so that we could just shoot off fireworks on Monday. That would be pretty amazing, and hopefully they actually do bring that so that people can use the galley this weekend and shoot off some fireworks. But other than that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this edition of Xur Predictions for 4th of July. Hopefully he brings something you guys actually do want. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow in another one. Peace.